to another one of my good battles. This time is on our VK3601H, the German heavy tank tier 6, and it's one of my favorite tanks in that it's got this 88mm, which is a good tank, a good gun. It's not as good in the game as it was in real life during World War II, but still it's a satisfying gun. And the VK36 also has got high hit points, which makes it a decent armor, not very good armor, but fairly decent for its tier. So, which makes it quite a good heavy tank to play battles with. Now, this map, I don't particularly like this map because, well, it's not so easy, and it's lots of ups and downs and rocks and so forth. So, but it's good for brawling, put it that way. The game starts in a fairly normal fashion. Some tanks going down where I was going, mostly the heavy tanks, and other tanks going up on the top parts of the map. Usually it's a place really more to snipe than anything else. I decided to go back to base because I judged the actions of this T-34-85 a little bit dangerous. It is in a relatively undefended part of the map, but especially I noticed that it's not being dealt with appropriately. As you can see, there's only a light tank trying to counteract him. The other tanks don't seem to be able to hit him, so I think the best thing to do is to go and deal with it directly myself. The game is not actually going very well, as you can see from the tally. We actually are 2 tanks down compared to the enemy. So it's important that we get rid of this threat before we pick up the game again. Finally, I get a clear shot at him. Aim for under the turret to try and get his ammo rack. Once again.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So I managed to take down his HP to 6%. So in theory, he should be dead, and he will be.
They're knocked out.
So that's done. But still, the team seems to struggle. But what the worst thing is about this battle is that we only have me and an ARL-44 heavy tank against 4 enemy ones, who are also supplemented by 3 tank destroyers. So we've got to reverse this, and the first thing to do here is get rid of the tank destroyer. And at this point we're still struggling because we've also lost the ARL-44, so there's only me as the heavy tank against 4. The M7 decides to support me, which is a good thing. We've got this Cromwell coming up, well, going away, but that's also a threat, and he actually manages to get rid of our last scout tank. And there's also a heavy tank, just as you can see on the minimap, a KV-1 at full strength that is directly threatening our base. So what do I do here now? I've got to go back and defend. There is only 1 tank destroyer, a Dicamax at 4%. I've got to get this KV-1. Do you notice where I'm aiming the gun? Always towards the back of the tank. Always. And what do? Start on fire. That makes more damage. 1 more shot, and I got rid of him. So that's 1 less enemy tank to deal with. Then we've got a T-150 that seems to be retreating for some reason. So aiming at me, 1 shot doesn't go through, and I hit the ground, and I try and cover myself, but he still has the gun on me, and I just really missed that chance. Unfortunately, my shell lands on the top of the tank rather than on the side. I know the enemy artillery has targeted me. The best thing to do here is attack. 1 shot on the side of the turret, and he's dead. Okay, so this is looking a little bit more doable now. We still got 2 tanks on the field apart from the artillery, whereas they've got 4. It's the artillery now that I have to worry about, because they even know where I am, and they can certainly try and kill me with their long-range shots. However, I noticed strangely 2 of the 4 remaining enemy tanks are still at base. That gives me a little bit of spirit, and then all of a sudden this Cromwell comes up and I managed to kill him straight away.
Critical engine damage. We're stuck here.
KV-85 nearly killed me. Bad shot, but the next one is well aimed at the bottom,
They're knocked out.
in the soft belly of the tank, and he's dead. And now we're even. I've got my Top Gun, which is a good thing, but I want to win this now. We've only got 1 heavy tank to deal with, and we've also got a VK30-01D, which is a good medium tank, and our artillery seems to be doing okay, so I'm fairly confident we can win this. In fact, the artillery now gets the final heavy tank, the KV-2, a tank that I would have actually liked to have destroyed myself. And well, game is practically over, because with just 2 artilleries, the enemy is a little bit at a disadvantage. I go and join the VK30-01D, but I will just skip this, because basically whatever I do, it's a little bit pointless, because he takes care of both of them and the game is won. Thank you for watching.